Hello, world. It's me again. I want to talk about, actually want to ask a question. What is your bliss? What makes you cry with joy? What makes you sing with happiness? What makes you jump up and down with amazing thoughts? What makes you? I looked up the meaning of bliss. There's four sections that they say that there are to bliss. One is perfect happiness. They list that as great joy. Joy, happiness, delight, heaven, paradise, top of the world, ma. I looked at a world graph that some scientists made up starting in the 1800s, and it goes until 2019. In the 1800s, the message and the meaning and the mention of bliss looked like it was at its highest levels. And over the years, as we got to 2019, it was so low that the government thought that there was no longer bliss in the world. There was no meaning to bliss anymore. So only having 4 levels of bliss. I'm not sure exactly what that means. I was looking up a Buddhist article about it, and I already told you the first one. About the meaning of bliss, and then, they say the first part of bliss is the energetic bliss. They say it is becoming one with one's being. Okay? Take it for what it's worth. Becoming one with one's being. Understanding yourself, understanding who you are. At least that's how I'm reading it. Becoming one with your whole self, with everything about you. Whether it be your energy, whether it be your feelings of the day, just becoming one with yourself and be happy with who you are. If you don't have that energetic bliss, then change who you are. If you're not happy with yourself, then change who you are. If you're not happy with your situation that you're in, then change the situation that you're in. Until such time you feel energetic about yourself. Don't worry about other people and what they think about you. Be happy with who you are. Find that energetic bliss within you first before you can move on to anything else. I'm working on that for myself. The second one they say is emotional bliss, which is considered a bliss of overwhelming happiness, overwhelming joy. Then they go on to say that emotional bliss, if you receive that within yourself, if you believe you have emotional bliss, and you're so happy with yourself and you're overwhelmed about the situations, the good situations and the bad situations, because it becomes one of, self-confidence. At least that's how I'm reading this. But then they go on to say that if you have overwhelming emotional bliss, that they consider you antisocial. I didn't understand that. Antisocial if you have emotional bliss. I guess it could be considered that way because you really don't go around talking to anybody, complaining to anybody. How I'm reading it, I don't know if I'm right, but that's what I'm reading it as. To where you are so damn happy that your emotions overtake everything bad that's ever happened to you, that anything bad that you're going through, any bad memories, you're just overwhelmed. And I guess because you're so happy that people think you're antisocial. because you're not paying attention to their bullshit. Excuse my French. That's how I see it. I no longer will pay attention to your bullshit because that's your bullshit. I have my own bullshit. Take your bullshit and go deposit it in the bank if you want, because I don't want to hear about your bullshit. I want to hear about truth. That's what I want to hear about. I don't want to give you any of my bullshit either, because trust me, I have a lot of bullshit that I could share with you, but I won't do that to bore you. I deposited mine in the bank this morning. It's called a toilet. Mental bliss is number 3. It's considered the emotion of fire, the burning feeling you get when you are feeling great. I guess that'd be considered that burning in your stomach that you get when you want to accomplish something, or you finally found a job, or finally found something that makes you happy. It's that reflection and the feeling of wisdom. For me, that comes with age. For me, that comes with experiences in life. Comes with trials, tribulations, where you now, again, with you having more wisdom, understanding why you had to go through these certain things in life to have that mental bliss. For me, the mental bliss is stressless. For me, the mental bliss is something that encompasses everything about you, is why you get that burning feeling inside. I had it mistaken, in my life, where I thought when I went to work that I had that burning desire inside to do the best that I could do. But it was never for me. It was being the best for somebody else. I don't want to be that person anymore, because I cannot do my best. I cannot have that burning desire to do my best if I'm doing it for somebody else. It has to be for me. Let's go to number 4. Spiritual bliss. They say that this is the meaning of spiritual bliss, is the letting go of the anticipation of happiness. The anticipation of happiness. What does that mean to you? I'd like to hear your comments, because I'm a little bit stuck on this one. The anticipation of happiness. I guess we can't anticipate or expect happiness. That's what I'm getting out of this one. I'm searching this mind up here that's filled with a bunch of my bullshit that I'm trying to drain after years of bullshit. I don't know. I take myself as I see myself. I hope you can do the same. Excuse my English, French, Italian, Patois. That's my wife's language. So hopefully she gets a kick out of that one. My spiritual bliss, I believe, for me, is not anticipating happiness, but being happy. Being a person that can live with myself, even with all my flaws. Being happy with being able to cope with my issues. Being able to accept my errors and working on each one at a time. I don't have that broadband to be able to work on all of them at the same time because my faults are many. So I have to take one at a time to reach my fulfillment of who I am, to reach my point of ecstasy and happiness. I'm talking about the other one you guys are thinking about. Sorry about that. Little more humor. Because if anyone watching that knows me, I love to laugh. That's part of my happiness, is making others laugh. So I read off those 4 meanings of bliss. Watch the video over and over. Find out what they mean to you. Find out what they mean for you. Find out how you can take each one and give it your joy. Understanding what it means for you. Understanding what energetic bliss means for you. Understanding emotional bliss for you. Mental bliss for you. And the spiritual bliss. For me, I take each one with a grain of salt. I take each one trying to figure out who I am as a human being. I know that I want to be a happy human being. I know I want to be one of that has the anticipation of each and every day, of anticipating what kind of joy will I see outside, what type of happiness, what type of bliss of any one of these 4, or maybe all 4 together. I search for being a positive influence each and every day. That brings me joy. That brings me bliss. In all 4 of these. To make somebody have energetic bliss. To help somebody to be one with themselves. It's showing that I'm one with myself. Experimenting with my emotional bliss. In other words, my overwhelming happiness. My mental bliss, which I feel as though I'll never perfect it, but I believe that the wisdom that I've received over the years, from my own experiences, from listening to people that I believe to have great wisdom. And these people don't have to be religious people, because they have flaws, they're not perfect. Spiritual people that speak wisdom, you can tell when they're speaking that they have wisdom. I was speaking to a Muslim now, I believe it was 2 days ago, and we had a great conversation. Never once did we talk about our differences. We talked about how we are more alike than we actually thought we were. When we started to talk to each other, we learned more and more and more and more about each other, understanding that we can live together, that we can enjoy the same blissful moments. Just that conversation, man, it was bliss for me. It was an emotional bliss for me. It was a spiritual bliss for me. It was a mental bliss for me. So it was all four in one conversation with one person. I think we should all go ye therefore and preach and teach words of goodness, words of hope, words of wisdom, words of understanding. Most of all, if you're going to open up a conversation, listen. Listen. I got two big ones. I need to listen more. This gives me joy. Listening to others, laughing with them, having a cup of coffee with them. Maybe it's just a little breakfast or something. I think we do our best thinking when we're filling our bellies. Or if we're drinking a good cup of coffee, we're able to sit and just ponder. We're able to sit and really dig down deep within us. But don't worry. Don't rush or hurry through your conversations with somebody. You may receive a blessing from whatever it is that they want to share with you. Receive it. Take it in. Think about it. I don't believe anybody is really out there to hurt anybody. I believe we allow different things to get in the way, like greed, jealousy, and all the other things that I've spoken about. I don't want to be repetitious. I'm trying to explore different things to talk about. Let me tell you, if it's not helping you, it sure is helping me to become one with myself, to become unified with myself, to allow my innermost being to think alike, because there's different personalities within everybody. It's getting rid of the personalities that are of negative outcomes, of negative thoughts. Allowing the positive being to overwhelm the negative being, to overwhelm the negative being with anything and everything that's good. I said before in another video, everybody has good within us. Everybody has good within them. It's up to us as a human race to try and bring it out of somebody. And by doing that, you must first bring it out of yourself. We need to get to a point where we're not afraid to talk to somebody. We need to get to a point where we're not afraid of what that other person is going to say or do or think about us. Honesty is the best policy, from what I've been told. And whenever I'm honest with somebody, sometimes you're going to hurt that person because they don't want to hear the truth about themselves. They want to hear the truth about you. They want to hear all the negative things about you, because then they can feel good about themselves. But once you start sharing the negative things about them that you feel hurt others or hurt you, it could be just one word. It could be a day of negativity towards you. It could be a week of negative things towards you. It could be anything that brings your spirit down. Once you share that with them, they may not consider you a friend anymore, because now you've opened up the world of truth. You've opened up your inner bliss. You've opened up your inner happiness, your inner joy, because now it's off your shoulders. It's no longer sitting in your gut, in your heart, and your most inner soul are here. Once you let go, let me say this. When your dumpster is full, or your trash bin is full, whether it be your trash bin in your computer, your trash bin at work, at home, it doesn't matter. When you empty it, it gives you more room to throw some more trash. That's the problem. Once we empty our trash can, here and here, don't fill it back up. You can't reach your most inner bliss if you keep filling up your trash bin, your trash can, your dumpster. Keep it empty. A couple of things might sneak in, but you gotta get rid of it. Now that I'm away from a job that I love for so many years, now that I'm away from the negativity, the constant badgering, the constant looks, the constant lies, I feel so much better. I felt before like I was a positive side of a magnet or a negative side of a magnet. Because positive sides of magnets, they do not stick together, they bounce off. So whichever side of the magnet I was, I felt like I was stuck. As many times as I spoke about just letting it all go, because I couldn't find happiness. Once that happened, the first day after, I felt freedom again. I felt as though I could spread my wings once more and be able to be who I am, who I want to be. I'm saying this, it may be getting off the subject of bliss, but I want you to hear me. You need to do this for you. You need to feel free. Other people may not want you to be free because they're jealous that you feel good inside. They're jealous because, people are just jealous. Don't surround your people with those kind of people. If you have to be by yourself, then be by yourself. Have acquaintances. Because friends, again, are a dime a dozen. They say, yeah, like I've said before, yeah, buddy, how you doing, man? Doing good? Love you, man. Yeah, okay. Show me you care. I can't tell you how to show me you care, but I can show you how I care. I can show you how I care. I can open up my arms. I can freely feel now that I can give somebody a hug and not worry about being taken to somewhere because I gave a hug. I no longer have to worry about shaking somebody's hand without them being offended. I can do whatever I feel is always good that may help somebody. We need to all feel that way. If it means changing what you do for a career, if it means just changing who you are, do it. Don't wait. I'm an older man. I wish that I didn't wait so long to be happy. I wish I didn't wait so long to find my inner peace. But now I go forward with nothing but joy in my heart. I am not stress free because, like I said, there's always going to be something in your life that takes your inner bliss away. Any one of the four. Could be two, could be three, it could be all four that someone tries to take from you. I said it before. The devil can't take away what he didn't give you. The devil's not about goodness. He's not about paradise. He's not about any one of these. Mentally, he wants to disturb you. Physically, he wants you to be sick. Your soul, he wants it. He wants to fill you with all kinds of different things. Greed, resentment, jealousy. Please listen. Please take to your heart. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm talking to myself more than I'm talking to anybody else. Because if I can help myself, then maybe I can help somebody else. Maybe I can uplift them. Maybe, just maybe, somebody won't feel lonely anymore. Maybe. I would love to get rid of that word maybe. I would like to strike it from our vocabulary. It saddens me that we live in a world of these negative vibes. It saddens me that people think that they're the best thing since sliced bread. They think they're a bagel with lox. They think they're God's gift to women or God's gift to men. They allow their titles and position to think they have power. I'm talking about everybody and anybody. One thing I never will do, I never have done, is said that my title was more important than your feelings. My title meant nothing to me. Nothing. My word, my integrity, who God made me is more important to me than anything else in this world. To make somebody smile, whether you like me or not, doesn't matter to me. Don't care. I don't care. You don't have to like me. I have to like me. You can call me whatever you want to call me. You can tell other people about me. But I know who I am. I'm happy with who I am. I can now feel bliss about who I am. Because those people are no longer in my life. And y'all know who you are. Y'all know who you are. Thou shalt have a time in your life when someone does to you what you've done to others. Remember, when somebody gives you your heart, their heart, when somebody gives you their innermost being, and you accept it, and then you step on it, just know retribution shall come your way, not from thy, maybe not from others, but from the man upstairs. Your maker will allow you to feel feelings not good ones, that you may not ever had before. Emotions of guilt, emotions of anxiety that you've never felt, that you caused upon somebody else. Remember, he's looking, he's watching, he sees all, he hears all. I don't want to get involved in that anymore. I don't want to be involved in that anymore. I'm looking at the time and we're over 30 minutes. I don't want to prolong because I want you to listen. I want you to come back and hear what I have to say. I really wish that you would share your thoughts because they help me. They really do. If you're going to be negative, please don't bother. Don't have time for negativity. I've had years and years of it. I'm done with it. If you want to be positive, if you want to come on this channel, if you want to do a live, let me know. I'm not good at it. I'm going to tell you now, this is hard for me to do because I don't like cameras. Those of you who know me from work, you know I always kept my camera off. Not for that I didn't want anyone to look at me. I just was never comfortable with it. I'm getting more comfortable with it now to where I don't mind you looking at me. Still uncomfortable with it, but it is what it is. I'll get over it. Please comment. Please tell me your feelings. If you want to do a live, let me know if you want me to do a live so that you can comment live. So maybe you can come on and speak with me. Let me know how I'm doing. Please like, subscribe, talk to me. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. To help others is free. You actually gain something from helping somebody else. Peace within. Whether you believe or not, we're going to see our Maker one day. And when we do, we want to be in His favor. So live life. Find your innermost bliss. Take all four and live with them. It'll make you a better person. Definitely make you happier. Making me happier. All right, y'all. Thank you very much for listening. If you did, please share, comment, like, subscribe, whatever. If you don't, God bless you anyway. Take care of yourself. Be safe out there.